Say hi, Pickle.
Hi.
Got him? Yep. All right. So, according to the USDA, 39 million people in the United States live in a food desert. That is roughly 13% of the population. So 1 in 10 people you know or in the area live in a food desert. That is a ghastly number that should never, ever be that high, especially in a country with an economy like ours. Today, I will be talking about the effects of food deserts, who they affect, and how to solve the American food pandemic. The USDA identified nearly 650,000 food desert tracts in the United States. That translates to roughly 650,000 areas or locations in the United States that are a food desert. The fact that 39 million Americans in 650,000 different locations in the United States live in a food desert is just plain unacceptable. The fact that less healthy foods have become a staple of American culture is unacceptable. No wonder America has an obesity crisis. The greed is destroying Americans' health. The majority of those 39 million people live in poverty. The combination of low-income areas and food deserts can have staggering health implications. Having to settle for less nutritious foods can lead to higher risks for conditions such as high blood pressure and cardiovascular disease. Couple that with America's struggling healthcare, and you're cooking up a recipe for disaster. It would be almost impossible for these people in these impoverished areas to break that death cycle. Something has to be done to help these people in these food deserts, especially in these impoverished areas where it might be hard for them to help themselves. First of all, on the local scale, we can build community gardens. As long as we have the space, we could build community gardens that will allow people to access healthy foods. Number two, we can build farmers markets. We can talk to local officials, we can plan out plans and build a farmers market. Not only does that help local people have access to healthier foods, but that also allows local economy to grow because you're putting back into the economy. But these are just smaller solutions to a bigger, broader picture. What can we do big to change to help food deserts? Well, a lot of that is going to come from the government, especially the federal government. One, we can incentivize building grocery stores in impoverished areas. Number two, we can increase funding into programs that help low-income households, such as SNAP or WIC. And number three, we can rewrite tax structures to relieve stress of food insecurity. However, some people say that the issue of a food desert is rooted a lot deeper than simply just building grocery stores or having access to food. Some people say it's a societal issue, a psychological issue rooted deep in American culture. They say that adding grocery stores won't change the bad habits that these people have learned to take on. They say that building a farmer's market or build a grocery store won't matter if everyone still chooses to go to McDonald's. What's the point of a farmer's market if everybody's just going to go get fast food? Well, food deserts are a pandemic in America with low access to healthy foods, adverse health effects, and even a psychological crisis that Americans are facing. Food deserts become a bigger threat every day. We need to be active in fighting back against food deserts and helping people in impoverished areas. You can talk to local officials and get them to build a farmer's market or a community garden. You can sign petitions to help reduce food deserts. Or you can even donate to organizations such as the USDA who are active and take actions to reduce food deserts. Be the change.